Hi, everybody. I'm Shane Kavanaugh with the GFOA, and we're here to speak with you today about one of the principles for rethinking public engagement. And that principle is develop robust strategies for dealing with bad actors. Valerie, why don't you start us off with why this is an important principle?
Thank you. And I am Valerie Lemmy, the Director of Exploratory Research at the Kettering Foundation in Dayton, Ohio. As a former city manager, I can tell you I've had my share of quote unquote bad actors, people who yelled and screamed and weren't very nice. I have even had protesters follow me around with signs that unfortunately said no justice, no peace. And what I came to realize, and what I think is so important for public managers today, is that often the reason feel the need to yell and scream and have signs and posters and follow you around is because we don't hear them when they talk to us. When they come to our commission meetings, they're only given a few minutes to express a concern, often without any response. And so the only way they can be heard too often is by yelling and screaming and being impolite. And if we want to work with people more effectively, if we really want to engage with people and we want them to be partners with us, that means that we have to listen, we have to solicit their information, and we have to respond accordingly. Take seriously the concerns that people express to you. Then I think you will find that you don't have bad actors. And when you do, the community themselves will stand up and say, that's not right. That's not reflective of all of us. So working together really does enhance not only the quality of life in community, the ability of community people's voices to be heard, but your relationship with the public that you serve. It builds trust, it builds confidence, and quite frankly, it builds a willingness of people to work together.
Oh, great, Valerie. Thank you for that. Martine, what would you like to add to this
Yeah,
conversation?
so Martin Carkson, Communication Studies Professor at Colorado State University and the Director of the CSU Center for Public Deliberation. Yeah, I completely agree with Valerie in the sense that a lot of times, assumptions of bad actors might be they didn't feel heard or they're being misunderstood. So the best way to deal with bad actors, obviously, is have a good process that deals with those things, right? And you see they can transform to much more productive actors. But there are still cases where they are there to undermine the process or push back in some ways that aren't going to help. One thing we realized from process design perspective that unfortunately a lot of the conventional public engagement processes almost kind of encourage that behavior, the one in time on the microphone and those type of things. So how do we incorporate a better process design that brings people together, that not only kind of makes it harder for bad faith actors to kind of take over the meeting, but also really welcomes other people, right? So a lot of we want to put our attention not just to stopping bad actors, but also activating other people in the community. And a lot of these deliberative kind of projects and techniques that we use work to do that. So then helps kind of create the kind of conversations we're really seeking to have.
Oh, great. Thank you both for your insights there. And we'll get more into this topic at the Rethinking Public Engagement Summit at the session Dealing with Disruptors. So we'll look forward to seeing you there.